Hello and welcome to Todd Rolls Dice, where we're starting to catch up on everything I've missed. I'm gonna skip demons because that's like 4 things that we need to talk about, and it's probably gonna be in one long video. That's my voice cannot handle that right now. So I'm taking the easy route. Alright, it happens. But we're here for day 17. Glad tidings to you and your kin. Even the cloned ones. There's nothing more Grotmasy than stockings hanging over an open fire. So take a leaf out of the great big Leagues of Votann book and get the home fires burning with the Hearthband. I really want to like these models, and I like some of them and I really don't like others. These, the mech suits, they're cool. I like them. Some of the other ones, just not cool. Really not cool. But let's see what they get to play with in their new detachment. When the eye of the ancestors has been fixed on some site or resource deemed vital to a hold, the kindred may form a Hearthband to ensure its swift conquest. Typically led by one of the courageous and cunning Carls, such forces are painstakingly forged to complete the precise mission for which they're assembled. Einhir elites lead the charge, exo-armored frames. Oh, it's an exo-armored detachment. Nice. Exo-armored frames advancing like the ancestors return to life, contemptuous of the enemy's pitiful attempts to cut them down. Hand-picked Hearthkin support this advance. No mere citizen soldiers but the fiercest warriors of the kin host assembled for one crucial mission. Driving inexorably into the teeth of the foe, the Hearthband does not stop until their task is complete and the battle is won. The Hearthband represents the finest weapons and warriors of the kindred, and there is no foe they will not face down. Methodical annihilation exemplifies the discipline of the Leagues of Votann, allowing for reliable pinpoint elimination. You may reroll hit rolls of 1 against the closest target, while units led by their greatest champions also get an extra point of armor penetration. To emphasize the importance of the Hearthband's mission, they are granted enhancements such as the Quake Multi-Generator, rare wargear that destabilizes enemies and reduces the effectiveness of a counterattack. Particular attention has been given to their melee weapons, with superior craftsmanship granting +1 to damage against a monster or vehicle. Okay, pretty nice. Now I know what's coming next because I'm recording this in the future. But what could be more Grotmas than stars, children, and prophesized births? Yep, the Genestealer cult are preparing for a feast. We will get to that one. Hopefully I will have that recorded so we're all caught up. But let's have a look at this Votann detachment. Enhanced. So, the Hearthband. Detachment rule. Methodical annihilation. Each time a Leagues of Votann model from your army makes an attack with a weapon, excluding blast weapons, that targets the closest eligible target or a target that is within engagement range of that model's unit. So we're within melee as well then. Reroll a hit roll of 1. Straightforward, nice, everybody's getting it. If your unit has a Carl, Einhir Hearthguard, or Uthar the Destined unit, improve the AP characteristic of the attack by 1, so +1 AP if you've got a HQ. Enhancements. Bastion Shield, 25 points, Leagues of Votann model. Each time a ranged attack targets the bearer's unit, if the attacking model is within 12 inches of the bearer's unit, worsen the AP characteristic of the attack by 1. -1 AP if you're within 12 inches. Okay. Yeah, it's a nice to have. The Quake Multi-Generator, 15 points. The Carl model only. In your shooting phase, after the bearer has shot, select one enemy unit, excluding Titanic units, hit by 1 or more of those attacks. Until the start of your next turn, that enemy unit is suppressed. When a unit is suppressed, each time a model in that unit makes an attack, subtract 1 from the hit roll. That's just disgusting for 15 points, isn't it? Really nice. You would be taking a Carl just for that. Iron Skein, 10 points. Leagues of Votann model only, add 2 to the bearer's wounds characteristics. Wow, that's... yeah, just a nice to have, and at 10 points it's probably worth the points as well. And a High Carl, 30 points. Carl model only, as it says in the name. Each time a model in the bearer's unit is destroyed by a melee attack, if it has not fought that phase, roll 1d6. On a 4-up, do not remove the model from play. The destroyed model can fight after the attacking unit has finished making its attacks, and is then removed from play. 30 points. 4-up, fight on death in melee. for the unit. If you're running around with 10 of the Iron Hair suits, maybe. Yeah, it's pricey, but it's priced correctly. It should be quite expensive. It's very strong. Incredibly situational. Not bad though. On to the stratagems. We have 1 at 2 CP, all the others at 1 CP, and they are 3 battle tactics and 3 strategic ploys. Brecknots. When your opponent's shooting phase or the fight phase just after an enemy unit has selected its targets. Target 1 Karl, Uther the Destined or Ironhair Hearthguard from your army that was selected the target of 1 or more of the attacking unit's attacks. Until the end of the phase, models in your unit have a 4-up invul. For 1 CP? Not bad. You are giving a character, not the character's unit. Just say unit though, and technically when they are attached to a unit, they are part of the unit. That's really nice. That's a strong stratagem. 1 CP, 4-up invul, not bad. Sure of purpose. When fight phase. Target 1 Leagues of Votann unit from your army that has not been selected to fight this phase. Effect until the end of the phase. Each time a model in your unit makes a pile-in or consolidation move, it can move up to 6 inches instead of up to 3. So it just doubles your pile-in rate. Nice. Again, really strong, keeps your units moving, can be very, very nice to try and shield other units from being charged as well. Yeah, strong. All round good and useful. Superior craftsmanship is 2 CP. When fight phase, target 1 Leagues of Votann unit from your army that has not been selected to fight this phase. Effect. Until the end of the phase, each time a model in your unit makes an attack that targets a monster or vehicle unit, add 1 to the damage characteristic of that attack. It's strong, it's pricey, very situational. Unyielding aggression. When your movement phase just after a Leagues of Votann infantry unit from your army falls back, target that Leagues of Votann unit. Effect. Until the end of the turn, your unit is eligible to shoot and declare a charge in a turn in which it fell back. Again, we're seeing a lot of this stratagem in these Grotmas detachments. Yeah, it's good, it's nice, it is usable. There's nothing more I can say on that. It looks like every detachment's getting that stratagem, so. Materialization matrices. When the reinforcement step of your movement phase, target 1 Leagues of Votann unit from your army that is in reserves or has the Deep Strike ability. Effect. Until the end of the phase, when your unit is set up on the battlefield using the Deep Strike ability, it can be set up anywhere on the battlefield that is more than 6 inches horizontally away from all enemy units. Everybody seems to be getting a good old-fashioned 6-inch Deep Strike of some sort as well. Restrictions. Until the end of the turn, your unit is not eligible to declare a charge. Again, that's fairly standard these days. It's very nice, it's going to work very well because the Ironhair suits, the really cool looking battle suits, they, I believe, have Deep Strike, or you can set their sergeant, their leader model up with the Deep Strike. Or the Karl can take a Deep Strike and attach to them and drop in as well. So yeah, you're going to get a lot of use out of that, and for 1 CP, 6-inch Deep Strike is just nice. Fury of the Hearth. When your shooting phase, target 1 Ironhair Hearthguard unit from your army that has not been selected to shoot this phase. Effect. Until the end of the phase, ranged weapons excluding blast weapons equipped by models in your unit have the Rapid Fire 1 ability. Again, very strong. What you're going to be doing with this detachment is taking lots of Hearthguards, a couple of Karls, a couple of Ironhair champions, and you're just going to be throwing things forward. You're going to be shooting, you're probably going to be advancing more than not. Take some big guns at the back line, maybe a couple of units of infantry just to pad it out and get you some points. There's nothing special in here that I'm seeing. It's a lot of reused stratagems from other detachments, and these detachments are kind of all falling into the same path now. It's kind of annoying, but it also just works. It's probably filling out something that's missing because I believe the Leagues of Votann are still on their index and they only have one way of playing, so it gives them a much more melee focused, probably more of a power armor vibe as well, a much more elite unit vibe. This is how I would want to play them, in all honesty. Yeah, solid if unremarkable stratagems. Pretty nice enhancements. 30 points for a fight on death 4-up in melee is pretty good, although we are seeing that as stratagems in a lot of other detachments. So they've kind of lost out there a little bit with this only being, but then you'd only probably use it on one unit anyway, wouldn't you? Iron Skein is very nice, just an extra 2 wounds. Quake Multi-Generator isn't bad, -1 to hit if you're basically the closest in range, or making a unit suppressed. Yeah, there's some nice stuff, and re-rolling a hit roll of 1 is always going to be a nice to have. So while uninspiring, Hearthband isn't bad. Let me know what you think in the comments. As always, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one.